Hello. Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're here with a household name, Jason Garcia. See what I did there?
Yeah, I did. That was good.
That's
Yeah.
good. With the band Household Names, doing a little retro
Yes.
stuff tonight, which probably feels really good. So let's talk about where can someone see you in one of your many. Do you have anything on the books right now? What's going on?
Well, Dangerous Types is actually playing in San Antonio this Friday.
Nice.
So if anyone's
By the way,
from San Antonio, check it
man,
out.
if you like the Cars, that was phenomenal.
Oh, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. We're playing at a place called the Aqueduct, which is cool. But nothing on the books right now
Okay.
for March, but we'll or February. But
And then are you going to go out with this?
yes.
Okay.
So I'm doing this show for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be through this coming year.
Gotcha.
Because I'm re-releasing like I mentioned,
Yeah.
all of the band's previous albums with extra tracks and demos, and we're going to culminate in the release of my first album, which was called The Trouble with Being Nice, which was in 2000.
Yeah.
So it'll be the 20th anniversary of my first album that I ever made.
Nice.
So it's kind of exciting for me, and I really want to get out there and kind of do some stuff around it. We're going to have maybe a reunion.
Nice.
There's a documentary planned.
Dang.
So yeah, there's a lot.
So
of
we're going to
things
make a household name again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's really easy to do.
Yeah, we're going to
I
try
like
to do
that.
it.
I
Anyway.
like that. But let's go back. How did the band start? Like these musician friends, just high school. Like how did the band start?
Well, funnily enough, the band really started like this. It was me doing a lot of demos and on my 4-track, and I had all these songs, and I didn't really know how to get them to a bigger place that
By yourself.
Yeah.
You needed more, yeah.
I needed some help, and so I found that help in producer Lars Goranson, who is Lars is a very well-known producer around town. He's worked with a lot of acts, Johnny Gowdy, Real Heroes. These are guys from the old days, but he's also worked with a lot of people now. He really got a lucky break with the Cardigans, with one of the Cardigans records, and ever since then he's just been in demand as an awesome producer. Nice. But he was very instrumental in helping me get these songs to a place where I felt like they really kind of came to life.
Right. Nice.
So,
and so that went on from what to what year?
So that first album I released in 2000, and then that's when I formed a band. So I formed a band because I wanted to actually get out there and play these songs that I had,
It's easier to play with a band sometimes than
it
just
is.
by yourself.
Well, and especially since I didn't have all this crap, So.
Well, and if you want it to sound full.
Yes, exactly. So it was, and we kind of stripped it down, right as we were forming, bands were starting to get into that punkier Strokes, kind of Hives, sort of stuff like that. And so we kind of took the more ornate production that I had done, where it was just me, and made it a little more punky or a little more rock, a little more rock and roll.
All right.
So.
And then from that time span, the next big thing was that Shalava that you worked with?
Yeah, so after we did a couple more albums with Household Names, and I had some new members, I ended up actually doing a group called Caution Tape for a little while, and we released 2 EPs, and that was a really cool band because I decided I was done with guitar.
Yeah.
I was
just strictly keyboard?
Yeah, I was like, I'm done with guitar. I'm just going to play keyboards on this band, which was kind of weird. It was keyboards, bass, drums, and a standalone female singer. My friend Brittany, great singer, was the lead vocalist. And I just played keys on it. And then I missed the guitar. So I had to bring the guitar back.
Is it hard? I'm not a musician. Is it hard to do both, to your brain to play
same
these?
time?
Yeah.
Well, it is at the same time.
Relatively at the same time.
No, and you'll hear a lot of people Paul McCartney has often talked about guitar versus piano, especially in the way he writes songs. And the way he's always kind of put it is, and I think this is kind of interesting, when you write with a guitar, you're kind of holding it, you're kind of cradling it towards you. Whereas with a piano, you're pushing it away from you, kind of. And it's like this, it's a different action to play the piano, and I think it's more intuitive. I feel like you have all the keys kind of laid out here.
Yeah,
so
you can
it's,
visually see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see what chords you're playing just right there. Whereas guitar, you don't. You have to learn the strings and the way the chord structures work and stuff. I feel like a lot of guitar players get really frustrated when they're first starting because they're like, "Wow, this is harder than I thought." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is. You should start with piano. Piano is really is way easier, I think."
Okay, so that's good to know because like I want to we were joking earlier. Like, I've been saying since high school I should get a guitar, but everybody's so good. Screw it. But yeah, I just got to do it. So you think if I learned on piano, it'd be a good transition to guitar, or should I just play guitar?
Well, if you want to play guitar, play guitar. If you want to sing out, sing out. If you want to do that, it's fine. But
and acoustic would probably be the way to go.
Yeah.
Or
just get an electric.
Just
why
decide.
not?
Just
yeah.
do it. Okay. All right.
Just rock out. Do it.
All right. I'll do it. And so then, what was the next group?
So that was when I was the arranger in Shilava and did musical arrangements and co-wrote a lot of the songs. And then now.
And then how did you stumble into the ELO?
That was because I was looking for something to do after Caution Tape broke up. And, not being one to sit around, obviously, I like to have like a million projects going on. I was like, I got to find something else to do. And a friend of mine was like wanting to start an ELO tribute. And then it turns out somebody had already started one, this guy named Jedediah. And he was he was already the also bald. He had already gotten further along in this tribute than my friend had, so I kind of just folded into that.
Nice.
So it's been 3 years now. It's been almost 4, I think now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think I might have been at your very first one.
Oh yeah.
Was it at Spider House?
The first one was at no, we played a party. Oh man, I'm gonna forget where it is. Yeah, I don't remember, but
I think I saw you pretty early on.
Yeah.
And God, I was like, yes, yes. You can even find some YouTubes of that.
Yes, it is on YouTube.
So that's cool. And then, then from ELO, and then when did you start the Dangerous Types, the Cars tribute?
Soon after that, it was a collaboration between me and my partner Jennifer, and we, when we met, it was one of those things where I was talking about it, and she had just happened to be taking a class where they were doing the Cars, like it was like a female rock class where they were playing the Cars, and I was like, oh, and so we kind of had, it was like a light bulb went off, and we were like, oh, let's make this happen for real. We did our first show at one of her birthday shows, and then we decided to just kind of make it happen, and then when Rick passed away, unfortunately, that kind of made me think, oh, maybe we should really just do this because it's a great project.
Well, you guys really fill out the sound, just phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so much.
I loved seeing you. I think I've seen you twice with that band. Let's also. So, how many instruments do you play? I know you play guitar. I know you play keyboard. Do you do?
Starting to play drums now.
Drums? Wow.
Yeah, I do play bass. Don't get to play bass as much these days anymore, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's something I do like regularly.
Yeah.
It's actually the instrument that I like to just kind of relax with. Like if I'm going to relax and play instruments, it's the bass is what I go for. It's like, I don't know. But I am learning to play drums, so that's kind of a thing.
That's got to be, man. It's turn off this brain, go to that brain.
Yeah, it's definitely a different experience playing drums. I'm good at keeping a kind of a straight beat, and I can hit notes on time. But ask me to do something crazy and Rush, I'm not going to be able to do.
Oh God! There was an interview with when on the documentary, the Jeff Lynne documentary, where they're interviewing Ringo Starr, and he's like talking about the drum click track. He's like, Jeff Lynne always wants the click track, and he goes, I am the fucking click track.
Ringo does not. He's not into click tracks.
No, not at all.
You don't want that.
And so for him to play with the click track was hard.
Yeah.
But that's funny. So you're doing that. I'm always curious when people, you have your song, you get the melody of the song. Like I was listening, I think I would be limited to my melody with my vocal. Like if I can't sing it, I'm not going to come up with a melody that I can't sing myself or cracks my voice.
Exactly. I mean, I think as singers we're always limited by what we can do, but when you find what that range is, that's when you shine, because it's like you're not trying to sing outside your range, and it's like a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of funny when we were doing some of these songs for the first album 20 years ago. Lars, my producer, was he would say, some of these songs they're good, but they're just not in the right key for your voice. And of course, me,
like, how do I take that?
Me at 25, I was just like, what do you know about this?
Yeah.
But come to find out, when I was rehearsing them for this, I was like, yeah, they could probably be a half step up, they're just too low. They're just too low for me to sing. Yeah. So I made some of them a little bit higher, and it definitely helped.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
And the synth pop thing.
Yes.
God, what are some of your favorites?
Man, I love Metric and Emily Haynes, and the stuff that those guys have done has been really just phenomenal. And that was what inspired the Caution Tape project.
Oh. Would you consider Pet Shop Boys synth pop?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love the Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, and all that stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm really into that stuff.
Did you ever get into Electronic, the group Electronic with
I didn't get into them,
Johnny
but I
Marr
know who you're
and
talking
Bernard
about.
Sumner?
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Great songs.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Synthesizers to me, because I went to audio school, it's clean, it's it's not, I love rock, don't get me wrong, but it's messy, it's distorted.
Well, and I think
that's
that's
just so clean.
And that's what was, I think that's why they were the instrument of choice for the 80s. You know what I mean? Because like the 80s production was just so clean and very computerized. They said then.
Ooh, we got computers. That's all do it all computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But,
okay. Well, I'm going to get out of the way. We're going
right.
to do another set, and we'll be back.
Okay.